Rotarians. If President we especially recognize and greet warmly the committee that is here this morning. Fellow Rotarians and friends of Rotary family. It's a great pleasure to decorate you this morning. And just like we have the information that just came back, and that all the dollars, pounds, sterling that you have brought from diaspora, you are going to use it as mission and commission. Well, and this is a lot of fun. Thank you. Look at our names. Look at our rates. Everything is talking up. Thank you very much, Adoyen. At this point, I'd like us to take some songs. And I'd like to call on Chimamanda Lakum to do us the honors of taking the first song of today. Then good morning, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us online. I believe you can hear us now. We're joining us Saturday. Please push Tony's iPhone.
Good morning, my president.
Who is Tony's iPhone?
Good morning, my president.
Good morning. Can we use your phone names, please? And I can't get the sound. I can't hear what they're saying. Oh, you may go ahead, Mr. Nadella.
My president, good morning, Adoyen, friends from the district, fellow Rotarians. The first song is on page 11, and I'd like to be the happy and and I'll do that here. This is my first physical visit of the year.
With the handsome song. You can't just make 10,000 like that.
With the handsome song.
Thank you very much.
Wow, they're supporting us up with $2,000. Oh, 2,000 naira. Thank you very much for your advice. Oh, XA 5,000 naira. Beautiful.
My president, I will support
3,000
with
naira.
2,000 as well.
Oh, 5,000 naira. Thank you so much. I won't let that song go like that. Everybody has supported the song. I need to support that song. We'll not be doing 2,000 naira. 5,000 naira. Please, such take note of this. 5,000 naira. But that's not a handsome song. You don't want to be handsome. Oh, thank you very much, my chair. Okay, so you have a handsome song. I will support with 5,000 naira, not with 7,000 naira, not even with 9,000 naira. But I will support that song with handsome songs.
Don't allow myself. And you can sing that one. So if you're happy, I can do it. Do la la do la 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 do la la do re mi do la do la la re mi do re mi do la la re mi do. Say of my president, I'd say we say my president. All right to say it, please. And I think because of what the song is, I think we should express it musically how excited we are this morning to be here. Okay? If you're happy, clap your hands. If you're happy and clap your hands. If you're happy, if you're happy I'm sorry, we don't know. You don't look happy at all. I was thinking, so tempo. If you're happy and it's at your feet. If you're happy and it's at your feet. If you're happy and it's at your feet.
Shake your hand. Someone with another level for that beautiful song. Joining us this morning. My president nominee, you are most welcome. Thank you for joining us. Rotary and Roland, you are most welcome. Thank you for joining us this morning. To sing the second song of the day, I would like to call on Rotary and Roland on ETOP to please give us, you can pick a songbook, just pick a songbook, you write your name. Give us the second song of today.
The assistant president
Good morning.
and the fellow Rotarian. Yes, good morning. Yeah, this morning I have the honor to do this by singing, I think, the second song.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. And this will be taken from page 19. And I'm going to present this song with a sum of 10,000 naira.
10,000 naira. That's an handsome song.
Handsome sum of 10,000 naira. I'm going to do Alala the song by saying,
Which song, please? Yeah, which song of page
I
19?
am proud to belong to Rotary. Okay. Okay. You pray me.
Before you continue, I mean, just before you came in and I was going to call your name, she said, my president, hey, reading my mind. I was just about thinking about you taking the song. And she's been tapping my feet. I know she wants to support that song. My magical secretary.
Thank you, my president.
Is our friend, a supporter. We need to support him. We shouldn't leave him dry.
A friend I just came from all the way
From London, England.
London.
Yeah.
He supports the song.
PHIH, you are welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Pounds.
What you remember, you're welcome. How much is the personal song with? 2,000. Essay. While the meeting was ongoing, Rotary Mabel came straight to the high table and she wanted to hijack the president's pen. I've seen a lot in this club. You take the president's microphone, you use it anyhow. Now you are coming to take the president's pen. Rotary Mabel, you are most welcome. Rotary showing you're welcome. Rotary you're welcome. So my secretary, I want to support that song. Wow. We have 2,000 from our essay. She's use your mouth and say 5,000 from our secretary. Committee support 5,000 there. Thank you very much. 5,000 from Rotary. Thank you very much. 1,000 from Rotary Sonia for I'm proud I belong to Rotary. Some 2,000 there. Okay, I think not well. Not just the children, president, not in me. Not to Mama Studio. 2,000. I'm proud I belong to Rotary. About 2,000 naira for Rotary for that long. I know I'm he didn't say 5,000. He said 5,000. He did like this 1, 2, 3. My PhD, please confirm. 5,000. My PG, I will support you with another 5,000 naira. So you may go on with your general and learn and take the song.
So I continue again. Do, re, mi, 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 do, 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 re, mi, mi, do. And by saying I say Rotary is good. Please, we will sing the song together. Let's stand up.
Thank you very much.
What Rotary is good. Yeah, I belong to Rotary. I belong to Rotary.
You want to belong to Rotary, to belong to Rotary, come to Mama Rotary. Belong to Rotary. Rotarian Messi, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us. Rotarian Babarati, you are also very much welcome. At this point, I'd like for us to take apologies. My secretary.
Thank you, my presidents, fellow Rotarians, friends, and guests of Rotary family. Today we have apologies from Rotarian Femi Oladipo. I'll speak this birthday.
Wow. Thank you very much for that. All right then. So very quickly, we have some guests, all Rotarians. I'll let them introduce themselves. Very quickly, just introduction. Can you pass the microphone to them?
My name is Mr. President. All the members of the executive, past presidents in the House, distinguished Rotarians, it gives us great pleasure to stand here this morning to be part of this fellowship. I am Musayo Adijat Adele, the immediate past president, Rotary Club of Abeokuta, the first club in Ogun State, and the number 3 agreement in the front district 9110. I don't want to boast because we're in Omole, and the captain has been inundating us with some news. But whether you like it or not, even if you build a bigger one than what we have built, we are the first club, the first Rotary club to have a Rotary house in Ogun State. Thank you. And with me, I will pass the microphone so that they can do their own introduction. Thank you very much.
My Rotarian president, fellow Rotarians, guests and friends of our lives. If you look at the thank you.
You're most welcome. Thank you for joining us this morning. Where's your, is it in Abeokuta? That's in Abeokuta. You have a clubhouse too? You're most welcome. AG Biroke, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us this morning. My council secretary, you're most welcome. Thank you for joining us this morning. PG, I just say you're welcome as well. Oshilibosi, H.E. Oshilibosi. You are most welcome. Secretary, you posted the minutes of the last meeting on the platform, our last club meeting. Okay, so can someone please, I believe we have all seen the minutes of the last meeting. Can someone kindly please move a motion for the adoption of that minutes before we proceed with this meeting? Adoption of the last club minutes. Okay, kindly go ahead, sir.
I think this meeting is not for this meeting. This is a business meeting, and people between business meeting and club assembly. And I will explain myself. Club assembly is a statutory. Statutory is saying that you have to meet 4 times a year. One. Then business meeting is an emergency club assembly. Emergency club that want to create an issue that very notice want to discuss. So this means we go to the club assembly, the next club assembly, not business meeting. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you for that observation, my PhD. Thank you, my PhD, for that observation. Brochel, you are most welcome. So can we go to the business of the day very quickly? Protect behind the gavel, please. Bella? Behind the gavel. Okay. Behind the gavel for 24th February, January 2025. Dear irresistible golden retainers, I warmly welcome you to the 3rd meeting of the year. During the week, I had the privilege of joining Mark Maloney, the Rotary Foundation Trustee Chair at St. Leo's Catholic Church, where I also had the opportunity to vaccinate children against polio. I shared with him some of our plans for the Rotary Foundation. He was quite impressed by the branding of our polio cap and highly fascinated by the Bears for Humanity project. This meetup was made possible through the efforts of our very own IPP, Veronica, Susan, Ishijola, whom I truly appreciate. Board meeting. As scheduled, we held our last board meeting on the 19th of January and were hosted by IPP, Jimmy Ajibola's family. We thank and appreciate him and his family for being such generous hosts. During the meeting, we addressed key issues such as annual dues, club retreats, SC, and this fund. The full minutes of the meeting were posted on our platforms later today. Club security. Last week, we experienced an unfortunate incident where an unknown individual entered the meeting room after the meeting had ended and stole my laptop. I am deeply moved by the overwhelming show of love and support from everyone during this period. I thank you so very much. The incident has since been reported to Regina Police Station and investigations are ongoing. The police have invited the CSO of Excellence to talk for questioning and has said to me to be managing director. I'll keep you updated on the findings. This incident calls for heightened security measures at our meetings. To ensure this, the following changes will be implemented. 1, members inviting guests must notify the club admin in advance. And a list of expected guests will be shared on our platform, similar to how we coordinate our meals. Guests or online Rotarians must use their actual names and verify their identity via video or audio confirmation. Otherwise, they will be removed from the meeting room. Members are advised to secure their personal belongings during meetings. Let us all be vigilant and look out for one another. Security is everyone's responsibility. I pray that this will be the last of such incidents that we will experience. Amen. Public image. On the 21st of January, I had the privilege of representing the club on 105.3 FM, further projecting the image of Omale Golden. In addition, I've been driving around town in a red branded Kolio car, proudly showcasing the Omale Golden brand. This effort caught the attention of our district governor on Sunday night, who was so impressed that he, alongside other district leaders, decided to pose for a picture with the car. Maiden Fellowship, Rotary Club of Ikeja Golden Impact. Last Friday night, I had the pleasure of joining the Rotary Club of Ikeja Golden Impact, our newly chartered club, for their Maiden Fellowship. I was especially delighted to see our doyen, CP Olurotimi, who is serving as their club advisor, a role appointed by the district governor. We care. On the 22nd of January 2025, we attended the burial ceremony of H. Yoshibosi's mother-in-law. As always, we showed up in our usual way, and I thank you all. Please, let's also reach out to members who are currently recuperating. We have Rotarian Lewis, Rotarian Legacy, and Rotarian Agent. Founding of Rotary Health Day. Last week, I announced that we will conduct an RFHD project tomorrow. Unfortunately, the program has been postponed as we are yet to receive full delivery of vaccines from the district. A new date to be shared once we have the full medical kits. Yes for humanity. I repeat again, yes for humanity. Get ready for a unique fundraising event on the 22nd of February, my birthday, where I will shave off my iconic beards for humanity, raising funds for Rotary Impact for Humanity. Ticket details are as follows. Ticket 1 is called Spectator Pass, and that's 20,000 naira. With that ticket, you simply get to enjoy the show and witness the magic unfold. Ticket 2 is called Touch of Magic, and it's 50,000 naira. With this category, you get to feel the iconic beard before it disappears. Ticket 3 is called the Final Cut Pass, Odogu. That is 100,000 naira. With that, you get to be part of the defining moments and you take part in the final cut. The venue is Grand Joy Event Center, Billings Way, Oregon. And the ticket sales goes live today and is strictly online. And the links will be shared on our platforms later today. Ticket sales are fully online and slots are limited. So don't miss out. District Conference of June 2025. Accommodations options include Green Legacy Resorts at 150,000 for 3 nights. Conference Hotel, 186,000 for 3 nights. Parking by Radisson, 210,000 for 3 nights. For the club apartments, it's 141,000 for the 3 nights. And if you decide to share a room within that apartment, it's going to cost 70,500 for the 3 nights. Oh, at the board meeting, I indicated that within this Rotary meeting, I, sitting as a president, will not tolerate same gender pairing. It has to be the opposite For those opting for the apartment, please make payments directly to the club's account and sync with Rotary Budget. Club training. Today, PAG will facilitate the training of club officers and committee chairman duties. Investiture. Our investiture is scheduled for July 18, 2025, and it's for President-elect Kumi Adio Moses. The venue is 10 Degrees Event Center, Building 2. Dinner and dance is scheduled to hold on the 16th of February 2025. There's a special promo which I believe ends this weekend. As of today, it's on 5,000 per guest, and it will soon revert to 100,000. So far, we have only 5 people that have paid within the club. For more details, you can contact our CRM chair, and then we have the committee here with us today who will share more details about the program right after this. Club retreats. Our annual club retreat takes place from April 24th to 27th in Ekwe. Kindly block your calendars. Updates will be shared by Chair AJ Biroke. SA contributions. A special appreciation goes to members who have consistently paid their SA promptly. Below are the top contributors over the past 6 months. Myself, Rotary Gideon Glenn, contributed 688,275 naira. The second is PAG Available, contributed 429,000 naira. Rotary Activity, 304,000 naira. Rotary Moses Rotary, 253,000 naira. Rotary Kofo, 246,000 naira. Rotary Richel, 237,000 naira. Rotary Tigo, 231,000 naira. Rotary Pusari, don't worry, your name is there. Rotary Pusari, 213,000 naira. Rotary Benga Babala, 210,000 naira. And Rotary Sally Money, 204,000 naira. These are the top 10 contributors to our SA over the last 6 months.
Okay.
They will all be specially recognized very soon. Weekly Committee, we have published 30 editions of our weekly bulletin, so all of which are also now available on our website. And find all the previous editions. Remember that the possibility that is yet to be explored. Let us continue pushing the boundaries together. I remind us in Rotary service, Ethereum are actually TikTok, not irresistible, magical president, 2024, 2025. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Committee reports, just before we have any committee reports, just before we do that, I'd like to quickly take, you have the committee reports observation. Okay, kindly observe.
My president, political at that. Sir, you to clarify the line where you stand your authority.
Are you questioning my authority?
I am not questioning my president. Who am I?
Good. So what are you saying?
Saying only the fiscal accommodation.
Yes.
You said and you reiterated that you will not in any way
Yes.
allow
Same gender pairing.
gender pairing. And I know Rotary is a family organization, right? So I just want you to clarify that. Are you telling us that we should come with our spouses?
Yes, now. You may, it's up to you. You can come in. I will not, I don't want to come into any of those apartments and see 2 women in a room or 2 men in a room. So you can come with your spouse, you can come with your friend, you can come with your partner. I don't want to see same sex. So yes, you can register your spouse and you can come with that. It's allowed.
My president, you know what I'm talking about.
Okay, thank you very much.
Sorry, my president. Another comment.
Okay, quickly make your comments, Rotary Kusari.
My president, club members. Can individual members select who to pair up with?
Yes.
And that person must not say no.
It depends on how much you're putting on the table.
Oh, I'm going to pay money again.
We'll take that offline. We'll take that offline.
Secondly, regarding your program,
Our program.
is that discount for early bird payment? Discount for early bird payment.
Everything is discounted as.
Already.
Yes. It's going to go up by next week.
By next week.
Yes. And it's limited. It's limited.
Okay.
It's limited. Thank you, Rotary. Sorry. Very quickly, I'd like to call on Rotary Motorayo, past president. Okay, hold on. My council secretary.
President, fellow Rotarians, guests and friends in the house. I just want to take two points from your behind the gavel. The first one is that I'm afraid in the minutes of today's meeting will be read next year, in 10 years' time, 30 years' time, and it goes into our archive. I don't want my president to be tagged as the president to Daliru. For those who don't understand Yoruba, as the president that broke some rules. Some people are already on the edge. They want to commit an offense. And Mr. President, give them the gavel to commit an offense. I don't want that to be the limit. My president, that is one. Without the use of NSSC beliefs. I know our history in this club is 5,000 naira. All other things that goes after 5,000 naira is an offense. I think those people should be tagged as the highest offenders. My president, our essay, the standard essay as of today is 5,000. Anybody that goes beyond 5,000 is an offender. So they are not highest essay, they are highest offenders. My president, that's my.
Thank you, my council secretary, for that, but I beg to differ. If you look at that list very well, my council secretary, PP Gani Lawal. I said I beg to differ. If you look at the list very well, you'll see that I am number one there. And I am not offended this year. So, thank you for your observation. Some of those details will not be captured in minutes.
My president, PP Gani Lawal need to be visited for giving us a wrong information.
The NCA will visit him in due course. Motora, your past president, chairman, Dina and Dance, kindly tell us why you're here today. Very quickly.
I will try and make it as snappy as possible. The irresistible magical president, Rotary Club of Omoli Road, ages in the house, League of Past Presidents, distinguished Rotarians that are here present this morning. The first person I met before coming into this building this morning impressed me. I can't see her again. That's our mom. I think probably she's the chair for Wike or something. The way she treated us, in fact, she is an embodiment of what a Rotarian should be. Stepping inside this hall, the beautiful faces. How I wish, maybe if I had to come live in Lagos, I think I would choose to transfer my membership to Rotary Club of Omoli. I can see a lot of brilliant, beautiful faces. And I now understand why the captain is the captain. I want to especially recognize the man here, a man that if it were to be when I was in the war, but when I am not certain, I wouldn't have mind choosing him. He was my chairman at some point, the man I respect so much, past president for Shiribosi. I learned so much from him when I was one of his committee members. And I almost wanted to not knowing that I'm coming to slot today. Butia, Hotel, Butia, Ganya, and you know, you have a lot of beautiful faces. Those who are fair are fair. Those who are dark are, you know, black or dark. Thumbs up to you, please keep it up. This morning we are here. Like I said earlier, I am the immediate past president of the Club of Abeokuta. Well, I'm not here for my club, I'm here on behalf of the district. So I bring you greetings from the district governor, our only indefatigable Dr. Oluwole Kutomi. We all know that every year we do celebrate dinner and dance. But this is a new Rotary and this is a new district. District 9111, and it is the first of its kind in the life of the new district. And that is why we are here, to let you know that this year's dinner and dance will become fundraising dinner and dance. Because when people hear dinner and dance, they feel it is just for you to come and eat and dance. No, dinner and dance committee is an arm of Rotary Foundation. And we all know what Rotary Foundation stands for as far as Rotary International is concerned. Rotary Foundation is the entry room of Rotary International, because that is where you pull the fund with which Rotary does good across the world. So this morning, we are here to invite you to collaborate with us, to support us as we move towards February 16. What is the choice of February 16? February 14 is a day known for love. And to give, you have to have that love in you. It takes someone that has love for others to give, and which is what Rotary Foundation is about. So we are extending from February 14 to February 16 that celebration of love. So we have come, and we come with different categories of tickets. The first one is for you to do your PHS. I know we have a lot of big men here. We have a lot of PHS members, that is Polari Society members. Some of them are here to pay their PHS for this Rotary year. All you need to do is to pay your PHS for this Rotary year through the dedicated account for Rotary Foundation fundraising dinner and dance. And on February 16, just put on your dancing shoes and come and enjoy yourself. Come and enjoy the irresistible magic of Rotary. You don't need to buy a ticket. Just pay your PHS to the Rotary Foundation dinner and dance. And that money will be remitted to your Rotary Foundation. But there are some people that might want to like, oh, I don't have it. If you pay 500,000, then you are going to pay 50% of the entrance ticket. But there are some people, $500. You pay 50% as entrance tickets. But there are some people that have made their payments or they are not interested in doing PHS this year and they still want to be part of this magic. Then our ticket is 100,000. But because of this visit, we are doing a promo which is 75,000. And that promo will be ending on Sunday. A table under the promo is 700,000. And for any club that buys a table, minimum of a table, you have another free ticket to enter. We have some people that just felt, I want to do something extra, I want to do something extraordinary. And that is where the icons come in. Like I said earlier, the month of February is the month of love. You can come in with your partner, whether your wife, your friend, your partner, but not same sex, like the president have instructed. For couples celebrity icon, it is 500,000. What you need to do is to delay your 14th. Instead of taking your babe, your friend out on 14th, time to bring her to come and experience the magic touch of Rotary on the 16th, or try to bring in, as the case might be, bring him or her on the 16th, and you can be rest assured that you will be well celebrated. And there are other perks that goes with that. You have a picture in the brochure if you want to, because some people might be bringing a partner that they don't want their picture in the brochure. We have different special package for that category of people. We have the gold icon, which is 300,000. We have the silver icon, which is 200,000. You have the separate seat, you are recognized during the program, and you have the picture on the brochure. In the past, we've had, because ordinarily, and I want to ask, that what makes this different from all other events that we've been having? We've had all sorts of complaints. When you go for rotary functions, you are not well taken care of. We are planning to set a new standard for rotary functions. Yes, we are going to give because that is what it is all about. But in the course of giving, you are going to get value for your money. You are going to be well taken care of. I can assure you that even from the entrance, it will be a wow effect for you. So, on this note, because I don't want to take too much of our time, permit me to once again appreciate, because I know ordinarily we are not meant to be here today because it is your business fellowship. Permit me to appreciate you for shifting ground, for giving us that opportunity. And I want to say that we do not take this for granted. We are so looking forward. And let me appreciate our captain, because the captain is actually a member of that committee. And he has been doing so much to support the committee. I can now see why he's being able to do that much. He is in for energy. And he couldn't have done less coming from a club like this. So thank you so much as we look forward to receiving you on February 16th. The program starts by 2 p.m. for red carpet, while the program proper starts by 4 p.m. Very close to you here, opposite the Ikeja Mall, Victoria Garden Conference and Event Center. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my honorable chairman. You can be rest assured that this club will support. Already, I think we have about five individuals bidding. We'll do a minimum of 1 table. We'll do a minimum of at least 1 table.
That is for table, sir, my president. We are expecting PHF. Attention. Attention is doing like this.
No, so you will also get PHF. We've done PHF we've done 20,000 in PHF.
Wow.
In this club this year already.
Wow.
$20,000 worth of I will still have a few more to come. So we will support you, my chair. Be rest assured of that. But thank you so very much. And then you can reach out to your friends here after for your icons and stuff. You want to share something quickly?
Okay, thank you, my president. This is just my vote of appreciation. The first time I came here to market family of Rotary. And we had a wonderful event, December 14. And I want to go when I came was one of those clubs that supported Rotary financially. And we had a good event. And I'm saying thank you to everyone here. I don't know whether I will come again, but then so that I have to.
Oh, so you like to come? When it comes, normally you will come. Thank you. Thank you very much. So. Hi, PP. You're welcome. Thank you for joining us. I saw PP Larry Bannigan somewhere. Oh, PP Larry, you're welcome. Thank you for joining us. Rotarian Akande, thank you for joining us. AJ Biroke, you're most welcome. Are you ready for us? Facilitation on our program. No worries, no worries, no worries. You're most welcome. Please come and take a picture of the president before you leave. Thank you, please.
Far away, say, yeah.
So I just waiting for the dinner and dance committee to excuse us so that we can continue with our business of meeting. Yes, for humanity. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my chair, for that. Okay, thank you very much. At this point, we're going to be moving to the extraordinary club assembly business meeting for today. I believe we all have the agenda. I will pick up the agenda.
Online.
And the number one item on that agenda is updates on DGND nominating committee. The council chairs. Don't have the what's going on out there? Do you have any of our members there? Please, they should come in. Okay. So can we read through the agenda and quickly adopt it? The adoption of today's agenda. Can someone kindly move a motion for the adoption of the agenda?
My President of Rotarians, without wasting time, we have moved that the agenda as presented be adopted for this one.
Thank you very much, Larry, for that. Can we have someone second?
Seconded by the President.
Thank you very much for joining you for that. Can we just move straight because this minute is quite you know, and then go straight to the business of the day. So the council chair is not here. I'll call PhD Abdullah. The council chair is not here. Can I have someone from the council? Can we get an update on the? Sorry. Okay. Okay. I'll go in. Do we have any updates on the DGNB? No. Okay, so my PhD, he wants you to go first. Then we'll still talk, but I'd like you to go first.
Thank you, Dr. But just to call your attention to something that we have skipped, adoption of the minutes. You have adopted the agenda, we should adopt the minutes.
But I think, one of things, I just say, as that this is an electoral perspective, and as such, the need for the court assembly will be also taken to that time. So we don't know the aspect of the emergency meeting and not with it.
So that means this meeting is not
Yeah, it's going to be
for this meeting. The agenda is okay, but the minute you have to keep it for the use at another time. Okay. All right, thank you. So, Chair President, concerning the issue of district governor nominee president, which we short form as DGNB. The major is that as we speak now, all clubs in district are expected to prepare for a particular event, and that is what is that event? It is called legislative meeting. The legislative meeting has been scheduled for 28th of January, precisely next Tuesday. And what the legislative meeting is a meeting that is put together by the district governor for the sole purpose of having electors from clubs come together and vote on one issue or the other. So whatever they say there becomes law that is binding on the district. So with respect to this particular one that is upcoming, the major thing that the meeting will be looking at, let me say this because there are two, is to adopt the review of the process of composition of the panel that interviews people for the role of district governor nominee designate. What do we mean by that? Is that the practice is the last past district governors, the most recent past district governors will sit in a panel to interview candidates from clubs who have been put forward by their club to go for the position of district governor. So that process of the way that panel will be composed is part of what is going to be decided upon. Before now, an action had taken place. And what's that action? The district governor had put together a panel to look at what used to be going forward. So I don't know, is it 3 or 5% that is final? So electors from clubs still have to come and validate or invalidate whatever that committee has done. So that committee had put together their own report.
And someone please tell them to keep it quiet there, and they should come in if they are members of the club.
That committee has put together the report, and it's a report that is going to be considered by the electors. Under that item, composition of the committee that will interview the candidates. So, the second issue is to ratify the scoring parameters. There is a scoring sheet where they have stated what a candidate will score under different parameters. So
Can we have one else? This is a very important matter.
I think the greeter should please make everybody understand that as they are coming in, they shouldn't greet or talk to anybody. You don't quietly go and speak. That's the nature of this meeting.
This is a very serious meeting, and the matters that are being discussed now is very serious for our club, so please, we need utmost dedication and attention and decorum as well. Please, very important. Thank you.
So the second issue, like I said, is to also decide whether the scholarship that has also been tidied up, to use that language, is okay or not. So, how the electors are Rotarians that individual clubs put forward to go and vote on their behalf. For instance, Rotary Club of Omolagodi can decide that Rotarian Onigilbi, Rotarian Gani Olawa, Rotarian PhD Adose, and so are the electors, depending on whatever is decided. But let's remember that all of these issues happen here in Omolagodi under the nose of the Council of Past President, going by the fact that they have deeper understanding of the politics and implications of the action that we take in that regard. So, different clubs will be entitled to different number of votes, meaning that your club will have a number of votes that is representative of the strength of the club. For instance, Rotary Club of Amuru may be a 50-member club. That means they will have 2 votes because 25 members constitute 1 vote. So, because the essence of this gathering is to educate ourselves and inform, so we are all on the same page as much as possible as far as the process is concerned. Because we might get to a point where we will be engaged by people from other clubs, or we will have to engage people from other clubs, so that we are doing that from very informed position. So, for instance, from Omolagodi, we are 121. 23. At this time. So, entitled to 4 or 5.
4. We are not 125. We are not 125. Yes.
On the journey towards the next 25. Consider that you have 1 vote already. So 1 3 have 5 votes. So other clubs are supposedly also getting ready for the exercise. And once again, it's coming up on the 28th. On the 28th of January, which is next week, Tuesday. Now, I will also take this opportunity to dwell on what looked like the most sensitive and important part of it that concerns us as a club. And that's the issue of the adjustment that that committee has recommended when it comes to the composition of the nomination committee. And what is that adjustment? That committee has recommended that instead of a situation where when a district governor who is supposed to sit on the panel has a member of his club coming to face that panel, that district governor will have to step down, because the assumption is that it is not likely that no matter how matured or godly you are likely to favor a candidate that comes from your club. That has been the practice over the years. But this new recommendation that they expect clubs to come and adopt on Tuesday is saying that that shouldn't matter. That regardless of whether someone is coming from the club or not, if you are one of the most recent 5 governors, you should be allowed to sit on the panel. So, based on the position of Omodegode and the general view of the cross-section of people and other clubs in the district, that is a major thing that we have to ensure that we shoot down. It is a matter of even somebody who is not a Rotarian will be able to process the implication of that. But amongst us, those who are pushing that position are doing themselves politically in terms of how the candidates will fare when they eventually face the panel. So, if an Ayotutu is in PDG and is on the panel, and someone is coming from Omodegode, and I'm insisting that I must be on the panel, then it means that something I must be having an ulterior motive. So that is why that activity is all important. And because of the sensitivity, this meeting has been made an exclusive one to our members, so that we are all on the same page. Part of the assumption is also that before now, we have not been able to adequately carry ourselves along as a club when it comes to the issue of BGND. And we have situations where each Rotarian is expressing their opinion based on the information they have picked up from various places. But the most important thing is that we have an official communication coming from us this time around, so that we know that as far as our club stands, this is what we are doing. Now, before I leave the microphone, another important part of it is that ordinarily, once you have a notice put out to say that you have a meeting of electors, you are also supposed to follow it up with a table that shows how many electors are supposed to come from each block. As you speak, that has not been done. So that also suggests that the process is packaged not to be fair and fair at the end of the day. 2 things will have happened. Number one, each block will have been told by now by the district government.
Please come and give this one.
So each block should have known, as we speak, the number of
minimize distraction, please.
so that you want to check positions out. But I can't go. You want to go.
Well, we are trying to prevent what we are saying from filtering out of here. That's the real reason why it's like that. So each club is supposed to have known by now the number of electors that is being expected, or the number of votes that are agreeable to the club. That has not been done, because if that had happened, most of Monday Golden will have known how many votes we have, and then also decide whether it is A or B or C that will go and cast those votes. So these are the issues for now. On the final note, the document that governs this the former district 9110 that we came out for is the same document that district 9112 had used to require the process of throwing off their next DGND. And that had happened 3 days ago, and they are not touching it, they are not doing anything about it. They are fine with it. But the most important thing is that, according to the books, when there is a new district, and that new district wants to tinker with new ideas on how their district governor imagines, the time and place to do that is the first district conference. That's what the book says. So there is absolutely no reason for this meeting that was called for Tuesday to have been called. The expectation is that you will guide yourself by the status quo, which obtains at the point that you were in the former district. And when you get to your own first district conference, that's when you call yourself together through the electors and say, do we want to stick to the old system or we want to change? And if we are changing, what are we changing to? I'm talking about what you are changing to. For the purpose of education, there are 3 routes through which a district governor is produced. Are we together? There are 3 routes. The first is for the district to use a nomination process, which is what we are using now, which means you have the last district governors sit and interview candidates. Candidates will have been put forward. There are other details on how the communication takes place between district and clubs, and the panel sits, and ultimately a candidate emerges. The second option is when you do it by as voting by ballot. What it means is that those district governors will not what will only have publicized information, and each block will vote by ballot. It is secret. The district will send the number of ballots that the club is entitled to. For instance, on the building, we get 5 ballots, and then you vote. Under that system, if they send you your 5 ballots as a club, you are expected to vote for 1 person in the whole 5 ballots. If you vote for 3 in 2 ballots and vote for 2 in another one, your entire vote is cancelled. So because the actual issue is that they are looking for who your club is standing behind, but they just want to represent the strength of your club. That's why they have given you multiple votes. Then the third system is the one that requires that we have to go to district conference. And when we get to district conference, the electors will vote. Electors, like I said before, are those that have been decided upon by each block to represent them as electors. I'm sure that Joel might have other things to add. This is the major thing that we said we need to brief ourselves about so we can be on the same page. Starting from Tuesday, we might start hearing information here and there in support or against of what has happened. We don't know the dimension of the take, but we are getting ourselves ready so that when we get to that point, every member from all the body understand the issue and we know where we are going to. Thank you.
Thank you very much for taking us through that and educating, us on the dynamics of the DTMG matter. I believe we might have one or two questions, but just before then, Diane, would you like to say a few or two to this as well?
I think, Rotary President, Federal Rotary, what should go next? If we have assimilated very well all that has been said by Rotary Institute, because there's no message that I have except addition more than what he has submitted. So it's only addition that I will do. But we have to be sure, because the purpose of this extraordinary meeting is for us to be fed with this information, assimilate it properly, and when we get to the public domain, we can represent safe. Thank you.
Thank you, my lawyer, CP, for that. AG Bironke. Someone should pass my microphone to her.
Well, my own point is, like I said, by doing the assimilation, because this issue is sensitive and very technical, very sensitive. We here, as members of this group, we need to understand and agree on that there are three hypotheses. Let me call it that because of this technicality. One, you need once. Which one favor us? Why is all this coming up? The electoral, what are you? The old order, the new order. We need to, even if we are not going to use our mouth to say it, for certain reason, all this are coming, we can have a way to say it. And then we here, we must also know that our sitting here is for us to be one out. Our mouth should not be one. Because it's a very, very sensitive issue and very technical. What we are saying here is all of us are voting. We must speak with one voice. From this moment, we won't have friends outside the club. We have friends in the districts. People will talk to you. They will ask you questions. Whatever you say is, it will either be there or make us going forward now. So we need to understand and assimilate this. If we don't, we need to ask questions. And my own is which of this process will favor us? And how do we get that? Because we are 20 years old. A group of 10 years that produced DTMG. We are not there yet. And we want to go there. Which one will favor us, particularly at this point we have. That's just an addition to what the page I just said. Pass on. Thank you.
Thank you very much, AG Bironke.
Well, if I not all that,
If I got all I said, it does appear like he said something that is exterior to the meeting itself. Now, there are two things after the meeting that's about to be held. Maybe about how to change composition and perhaps all nothing. But he mentioned that technically, because we are a new district, we are ought not to be changing of the rules now until the conference. So if that is a correct position, so why are we interested at this point in changing the rules? I was not supposed to say, hey, there's no need for this meeting yet, because we must go by the good rule. If that's correct, if you are sure that's correct, that's so we should take it. Except you are saying that we should go to say, in the event that we fail in the system that we must go by the old rule, then we now go to the second rule. But okay, I'm going to be clarified. Take the one opportunity to the next thing, and the next one should we fail, then we take the position.
All right, thank you. I want to take all the questions. Yeah. Richard Akirapo. Observation.
Distinguished discussing very, very vital. I want to admonish all of us to listen attentively. There should be any side talk. We are here to learn. Don't begin to ask questions. Listen attentively. It's very, very important. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my PhD, Richard Akirapo.
Thank you, Mr. President. So I want to thank the House for this meeting, for what we and also the education, information of my PhD has given us. Sir, I don't know whether this House can provide the question I want to ask. I'm not so sure about whether it is constitutionally right or not. As of now, do we have any member from Omole Golden that we know we can rally around for the votes of plenty. So if there are plenty, we have to be zero on one person. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Your questions. Okay. You're gonna ask.
My irresistible president, first president in the House, our fellow Rotarians. I want to say something concerning what PhD Adetutu said. He gave the old order and the coming order. So between the two, because this is a business meeting, and I think we should speak in unison at this meeting. Are you telling us that, okay, which one of these we should support as a club? That is what I'm saying now. That are you telling us to support the old order or the new order? Because when we go outside or when members go outside, they need to know which one to say, okay, this is what we are supporting. Sorry, but then number two, by this time now, District 112, he just mentioned it now that they have already done their own PTND, whatever. Omole Golden, are we bringing in somebody? Are we presenting anybody? By now, everybody, all of us, we are supposed to have known who are we supporting. If you want us to continue speaking in unison, everything should come to the table. And we should all see it. Let's know it so that we know what we are doing. Everybody will know what they are supporting. If you want to talk outside, if you don't have information, there is tendency for you to be saying what is not. So, but once the house is in unison and we are all together and everything is in clear, everybody will talk in one voice. Then that is one. That's the third one is, are we at this meeting? Because the purpose of this meeting now, from what he said, I've not really gotten it. Sorry, I'm sorry to say that. Are we nominating those five now that will go and vote come Thursday, or is it come Tuesday, or is it the council that will nominate? So let us know the purpose of this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much. PhD available. And then the last one will be PhD Olabi.
Madam President, fellow lieutenants. So Madam President, maybe the first one I wanted to talk about is what I think what Akilo said, made me question awesome. We're not even discussing, you see, let's not be wrong. We're not even discussing about sorry, 1 minute. We're not even discussing about who money, of course, we can discuss it here, business meeting. We're not even discussing about who money Golden is presenting as it were, as of now. What we are discussing is the style that the district got out, which itself is unfair. What we're saying is this, for equity purposes, they gave us reasons that, well, you know, there were reasons. I mean, I used to take, maybe measures from what our elders before says. When we come together to take a position, we will have gone through processes to come to a conclusion. What they are saying now is that all the reasons, there were reasons why they came together in the very first instance and said that if your club is coming out, there's no need for you to come out because of the reasons that you will be biased. You're human. For that reason, you may be biased, you may not be biased, but we're not God. Then they're saying that just even stay aside. You understand? Don't forget that when you're a district governor, you're still a member of the club. And when you come back from that nominating committee, if you are there, if your club can ask you, sir, what happened there? So if your member is in that, your member comes out, what will you tell the club? You tell them that you scored the person low and you're in that club. That's one of the issues that is happening to some of the PGTs as well. Because some of their members feel that the first right of call they have is that they must support their club member. And it stands to reason that if your club member, you see, this is in the district that someone that is even, maybe for instance, like my friend Oshigosi, I don't know what is his problem. But that's his problem. You know, for instance, my council chair, I'm sorry, I said that look, I'm not going for now, for whatever reason. Oshigosi go. There are a lot of, no, I'm just saying, and I'm not saying he doesn't want to go say now. You know, I'm just even saying, you know, and there are reasons that have happened in the district. Do you understand? So what we are discussing now is our stand for this meeting that's coming down. We can discuss if that's matter of discussion today. We can discuss this way. And the status quo at the council level, we have maintained one. And I don't think that has changed. The change is, don't forget that we said we have our own responsible adjustment that we want to do. So that's what we're discussing now. What is our stand? And our stand is that we will not, that is not our position. Our position is let the status quo remain. If you have anything to change, when we get to the district conference, we will come together and that's the fair ground and we will discuss it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, give Olabi, page Olabi.
I will take a president, fellow Rotarians, I greet you family. I think some of our members don't really understand what we are doing. And we need to give clarification to that. Now, it's not even about whether it favors you or not. It's about what is the right thing to do based on the MO. The right thing is we should stick with order. Whether it favors you or not, if you want to pay, according to the rules, then that is what we are supposed to do. Now, and that should be our position, in the writing, isn't it? And so what we are communicating in the interim is to say that we are not going to support something that is illegal, that is not right. It's just simple as that. Now, to do that, there are, based on our number, we are qualified for 5 people that will represent us. I think you can leave it to the executive or to whoever to just help select 5 people that will take that position. I think it's just as simple as that. Now, the next one is if we are interested, is our representative, have body responsible for that. That is as simple as that. When we get on the beach, we'll cross it. So I don't know whether I'm clear enough, but there is no ambiguity in these issues.
Thank you very much, my PG. Do you want to answer some of those questions? But there are like five questions already. You have question. All right. Let us be. So let me quickly just take the question. Just make it very quickly, please. You are Roland.
My president, council member, thanks for giving me the opportunity. I think there's one key thing that we need to look into. During the last retreat, the DG Bola Oyebade made one comment, which is very critical. We need to get our house together, and that is what has been working against the top. That needs to be looked into before we present anybody. That is very critical.
So that's one of the reasons why we're actually having this session. And that's the last one, please.
Thank you, my president, for the opportunity. Council Chair, thank you, my fellow Rosarians. And I would just want to say, like everybody has said, we have the rules of grant, and I believe that our club stick with the rules of grant, which is very, very important. And I want to say that people that are bringing these policies in place, they have their own plan. And that is the reason why all this one is coming up. And as a club, I don't see anything that is backed by you now that we know the person that the club is presents. If by now we still don't know the person, my president, I think that is a serious issue. And it means that we are not still together. And that is going to cost us a loss. So we are going to take us to know the person that the club will present by now. That is very, very key, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll allow, do you have all those questions, my Dwayne?
At this moment, what I understand, have we checked on do we have any guests online? There's no any guests online.
Hold on, let me just double check.
We don't.
Which solar?
Jordan.
Okay, all right. No guests. They're all members of the club.
All right.
Use the microphone, please.
Online.
No. So, that the reason for calling this meeting is to expose all the time the strategy that some very few numbers of people have been using to edge us out. That's number one. Number two is for us to now be united. How? Such that those information we are often craving for, we can put it on this table. So that when we move on, we will set the state. Are we together? Now, the truth is, all that has been said by PhD and HT, there are a few set of people who has worked on our profile. They have seen us all, and they are planning presently to make sure they edge our club out again. So we need to begin to take it one by one. And that is why we are meeting to also strategize against those who by one see themselves as the power that be and those that can calculate to make sure one PGN emerge at one point in time or the other. So, we need to take hope right in from this meeting that if any one of them or anybody whosoever approaches any member of this club and asks you who is the candidate, tell them you have a bylaw, and the bylaw has a set of people who are it's a council matter. And can we listen? Let's listen. They are giving information. This is the problem. We need to listen so that they won't come around. The reason why we are missing it, it's not only because there's no unity, but because different information goes out from there. They are not united as by information we dish out. And why I want to do it like that is because this young man is being targeted currently. So also, at the moment they get into us, they know how to do their things. They will have they couldn't go on that table. That's proper. Who can we do against it? Who can we get upside down? So all those calculations, we want to stop it this time around. And that's why we are calling for this unity meeting. It's not as if the country cannot tell us, but we have seen what has been killing us, and we want to work against it this time around. And that's why when I was asked to speak, that was why I requested that Rotary used to speak, because in 2009 we have seen their calculation and the best way to deal with them. So you can imagine when our sitting president, our sitting president does not have a communication. He does not have the communication for the event of that 26th and 28th. Was it that you were looking for it? Because he wanted to prevent any candidate from his club. Because they know necessarily from that club. They know that and the strategy. And that is why when further we are talking to our president, we know we are doing something. And that's why we know we want to because
What is qualified? Information. So, in itself, because some we are in order something that is before and it's that time that we have to show. And then John.
He is the president for our club and the grace level of this spirit. We have to talk in reality. I personally, I'm a player. I know how to study politics very well, and I know how to play it when necessary. You see, I'm seeing this direction in different ways. Don't let us see the entire, even they are. Don't let us see them as waging war against our people. There's no need for this. This club has given support to the district that I can't imagine other club meeting up to it. But let us look at the regulation and laws that guide the district. If the law says that we have to stay on the cycle school for this one, and if there are going to be changes, going to be a subsequent one, let us stand by that. I will write to that effect that we cannot change this law now. This is the position of the law concerning the PGA for now. Well, if that is the case, don't let us be saying either or. Let us be specific about it. So, if the person know that they are being specific about the position of the law, there is no way of saying the either or no. Then the issue of the more the member, the more the elector will be. Maybe that is the principle of proportionality, which is right. But we have to know how many votes each club will have, so that we know the total number of votes that every club will have. So that at the end of the day, when they are not coming out to the result, we will know whether they are there or they don't there. But if we are now talking about they are against us, they are this and that, if we show desperation or confrontation on this matter, I'm sorry, you will not be able to get it.
Okay, very quickly.
Before Shinobu takes the floor, let me answer that.
No, let me take Oshinobu.
Yeah, I'll take it, but let me quickly answer that. We have state law. Somebody is against of policy. They don't want to do this. They are calling someone against. I think there's something we should do.
One house, please. People should go see.
I'd like to write down what
Let's have one house, please. One house.
what I like to say, and I want to believe that this is a strategy session. Okay? We understand what the problem is. Okay? Let's
address it. Yeah. One is that there is a position that is moving around. Okay. What are we doing to present the right position? Today is 24th. The session is happening 28th. In 4 days' time. And out of that 4 days, we have Saturday, we have Sunday. So there's no time for blah, blah, blah. Let's hold on and say, first, if you are set the premise right, okay, there is a communication moving around. Is the communication right? Do we have statistics to justify that the communication is wrong? Let's note it. Let's distribute. Let's come up with a write-up that will address that concern. And everybody gets to see it. It will move. That is one. Then internally, we can now start discussing who is DG, who is coming out, who is not coming out. But the main issue is not by sitting down here that will call people. Because a lot of us do not know what the strategy is on that side. Okay? But there is a communication that everybody is saying, and nobody is saying anything about it. You are just sitting down here and saying it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong. Do you understand? Yeah. We need to start a movement that will spread.
Thank you, H. Oshinibosi. Please let me quickly take Reverend Juliana. Juliana. Yeah, that's not it. So let me hear from Pipi Manager. We have to be out of it by 10 o'clock, please.
I endorse what Alaji and Avenue said 100%. The addition we need to do that. Let us put our objection clearly in writing. By the end of the we're going to put it if we have our facts. Let us let them know that what we are about to do is wrong. And then we plan our documents to support that position. That's the first result. That's country. Now, it's one house. One house. The second question is the government. When it comes to combating, we can shut ourselves down like we have made it. But in the fact that the difficulty that's objective on the ground of maybe superior thinking or superior knowledge or something, I don't know. Or maybe numbers. You come to a question what the outgoing with numbers. What do we do? So that's the second position we take. What do we do if our objection does not hold? Second position to take along.
All right, thank you. I'll take Richard Messi last. We'll answer the questions and then we'll decide on our action points so that we can close out. Richard Messi.
My magical president and members present. I believe this, we have raised earlier views. This is a meeting to take decision. I would say we move a motion to solidify whatever we have decided. We have all identified that there's a problem. We move a motion, vote on it, so that way it is documented that the clerk has moved the motion. A vote has been taken, and this is our communicate either to the district, to the team. Because to be honest, if we keep going around, we will not make any decision at the end of the day. My own call is to move a motion, let there be a seconder to that motion, and once that is done, documented, and we move ahead. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Richard Messi. DJ.
Thank you very much, fellow chairs. It is good that it's taking this dimension because it's serving the purpose, which is for us to move up from where we are individually and be at the same level as much as possible as far as information concerning these issues are concerned. The first thing to emphasize once again, which has been implied by other people who spoke, is that the old order favors us. That is what is it means for me, which is the question on everybody's mind here. The old order favors us. But it doesn't stop it. There's a twin brother to that statement I just made, which Dr. P.J. Olabi alluded to, is that the old order is the valid law. The new one they are bringing cannot stand on anything, because the only time that you will have opportunity to change it is at the district conference. That has been emphasized. Now, why the meeting on Tuesday is because they don't want to wait till the district conference. They want to hurriedly change the process so that the new arrangement they are bringing on board can favor them and their candidate. When I'm saying hey, let us break it down again for the purpose of
Can we have one house, please?
when I'm saying hey, as we are here, what we call for Monday building, we have past district governors who are for us. We have past district governors who are for two other major candidates. Each group has what they think will work for them. And that is why they are taking those positions. Now, what is the action plan for Tuesday, which I expect will address TP Balogun's inquiry, is that because we are interested party, we cannot stay here, move motion, write an objection, and send to the district and stay away. If we do that, and those who go there take a decision that is not in our favor, that is why the first thing to do is to go there to do two things, which will either of two things which will follow in succession. If you have to do the two, the first thing we do is to say, no, this meeting in the first place is null and void. We are only here to let you know that. As a matter of fact, we have a meeting that shows that our club has taken a decision to let you know that it is invalid. What she has just said can then be an evidence that we will take along to that platform, if I use that word. Now, peradventure, as we are talking here, others that are also engaging themselves, peradventure, because you have to look at every scenario. Peradventure, they have organized themselves to the extent that we just want to vote. Because they may say, okay, let us the election to decide or not can take place rather than waiting to this conference. Regardless of the fact that one going and maybe one or two other ones have said no. If the others vote and say yes, they will now say, let us cast the vote. When we get to cast the vote, that is when our strategy, which is already on, to ensure that we get votes that we add to our own, soon the idea down will now be deployed. Those are the step-by-step processes that the strategy has outlined. So we will have to go on Tuesday because that is the place where we can shoot down the idea. As a matter of fact, if we send a communication to them today and say what you are doing is wrong, we have taken a decision that we don't want to be part of it. When you go there on Tuesday, for instance, if one of them is like me, I will first talk about it. That's why I do here. So I don't know if that explains what you are saying. But when it comes to mobilization, background strategy to ensure that ultimately we are not played out, we can assure you that that is happening. But again,
we will understand the reason why we cannot even share those details. But the detail that concerns us, like we said previously, is that we do not conclude that there is no one among us here who in his or her own right does not have connection, does not have a friend in another industry, or may not even be able to influence a president. Even if he's the captain of presidents, but it's likely that there is another person among us here who is closer to the president of the particular club than him. And then that person is saying, this is what we think is right, this will be in favor of my club, please support us. Thank you.
Thank you for that, an addendum.
Now, it just occurred to me that when we have this objection, it's like saying you need to wait AGM. If, for example, the company tells us that AGM is a place to put it, but if something happens before AGM, and you say we must die and perish before AGM, that means no, that doesn't go like that. And there's something called extraordinary AGM. Is that not what they are doing? They are right. If they have imposed the convention forward of conference, if they have correctly imposed this emergency, then we can't take an objection. No, it doesn't matter. You see, yes, you see, in law, your motive is relevant. If you have right to exercise that right, you can exercise it for but once we have a right to it and involve the process, once you come, you are notified our objection so that they are correctly imposed a process, not easy. Of making the meeting near that, can't tell them that will be changed. So that they can be sure that they are not positioned here. Is that a rule? Is that a rule that says we can do something before
we have to be very careful because it is a strategic one, you know. Different past the streets. Why we're trying to talk. They are not organizing it, you know. You don't fight outside. That's why I love what someone is saying. You fight inside. So we don't stay in our comfort zone and expect that people will do our job for us. So before on Sunday, we have discussed this area. That this is our position. That meeting in the very first instance is wrong. However, we will not stay back. We will be there. And in case only God is supposed to have, in case one elector we should transfer to 5 votes. However, they may get us in that reasons. And we're saying that at least 9 or 10 people must be there. So state our preference that so everyone will share, one is 4 people will enter and vote. Do you understand? We want to be well prepared for any eventuality that comes our way. So that's why we discussed it before. I don't know, it is an illegality, that's fine. But what is saying to make sense. The DG is the RI official. Even if you write any protest to RI, they will still send it back to the DG. Because he is the only one that RI pays. RI doesn't know you. RI doesn't know me. RI knows the DG. So that's the person that, so if you write a letter to the RI, you have a right to do it. But RI will not respond to you directly. RI will respond to the DG. So that's the That's the blessing that Canada is paying. That's the blessing that Canada recognizes for this district. You understand? So it may still be government, that's something later. But we are saying that let us be well prepared for now. If that's tomorrow, they will meet us again. You know, so like now, what I want you to do is to kindly summarize our position. Just summarize our position. Oh, PJ, just say, oh, I didn't see. Okay, let me take PJ, just say, and Rotary, your question has not been answered. Okay, Rotary and PJ, just say, kindly go on.
I'm going too much on this one. As far as I know, there are two things that brought us to this place. One, to take a decision. You have been given the position of old order and new order. Secondly, for to take a decision together. That all of us are this is our decision. Those are two things. The problem we are having in this place, almost everywhere. We don't look at the constitutional bylaw. Many of us don't even see the manual of procedure of the district. Many of us don't see the manual of procedure. The manual of procedure of this also believe that what they are trying to do is legal. We have made provision for all this. Now, not what to take decision. Do we want the old order as being explained or not? Say yes. If we say yes, how many people are going there? And those are going there must go there with the interest of this law. Not when you get there, somebody convince you. You go there. Then lastly, don't forget, those people who say, or yes, or Ajani, because we take time to look at the constitutional bylaw. I'm a policy person, I look at the constitutional bylaw in total. What we are discussing now is the right of the council to take decision. I want us to look at the section 4 of our bylaw, item number 6. Is the condition, is it around? Can you please read that? Section 4 of our bylaw, item 6. 6. The council of past president have the authority and preserve the club character, DGNT, etc. And I remember in this club, the council have taken a decision. The other our decision will bring it to the house, which is normal. In this particular meeting, some years back, the decision that was taken at the council was not this way. But the members did not agree with it. We have to go into election. Do you remember? Did you remember? So you are not here yet. That's why I want that when we are talking, people should listen and learn. Instead of people to listen, you are doing side talk. That will not help us. See, Rotary, for the 1 minute, please. Rotary is a business. Many of us don't know that. Who's socialized? There is a lot of things in Rotary that you don't know. I was an agent. When I go to that club, I will ask for their consent by law. I will read from party to party. They don't do it. They don't write it. They don't know anything. And abuse it against them. Many of us are, how many times do you take our bylaw and read? Madam President of the council, take decision and come back. I will read Madam President. Article 4. Council of Past President, Section 1. Item 6 says, preserve and have authority on issues like club history, denomination, brand, club character, identity and account. Madam President, that has taken all of this. When we are here, we don't want to do anything in absentia without carrying our members along. That's what this sitting is doing for now. But the duty, the council has looked at it thoroughly. That doesn't mean member will not contribute. That's why we brought it. That's what we have done. But as of now, my job president, let us ask, do we support old order or not? Then we move on. Now look at the who and who is represented. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that.
we want them to take another look at the things that we say are wrong, just to be certain that we are playing the game as it should be, that we are on the side of what is right, that the four-way test is practically expressed in whatever fight we want to go and have. And at the end of the day, if a conflict should arise, my question now is the arbitrator, who can be the person that we can escalate issues to? If we get there, yes, and we realize that what is wrong is has the majority votes, who can we escalate to? Okay, exactly, like what happens? I don't know what happens. Is it finally?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. I said that's the last question I'm going to take. We can't keep going on and on. We have to level. So my Doyen, answer any pending question and summarize our position very clearly so that we can close this meeting.
Mr. President, fellow Rotarians, I want to say that that is why this meeting is the Club Assembly and the Majesty Club Assembly. Whatever it is our reaction here, whatever it is our position here, is because it is indoor and we don't represent it outside. Everything starts and ends here. That's number one. Number two, for Habitat, who borders on crisis, solving of crisis, it has different levels. So just like the case we have painted, if we take a position and the position does not eventually go the line of the majority, we still have the right to write to Rotary International. Rotary International, like Nigeria, the Supreme Court is the highest, ruling body. Same with Rotary. Rotary International is the highest level. So they take such petition, such protest letter, and they deal with it. I have seen situation where a district leader wrote against a particular policy, and in that wise, they didn't look at that person as their paid employee, the DG. They actually, on the basis of call the person to order, firing that person into the shows of the law. Now, going forward, I will read this position of the law. All the PHI just has said is what should be done. Because we have seen that apart from forms that are cancelled, they do go through other things to get into our law. Other things that we have put together, now causing disunity. So that we don't want to happen. That's why we have put it there. We make it a council matter. We put it here so that we can all be aware. Now, after reading this code of policy, I will allow you to enter into the code of policy 19-030 of the Rotary International says on selection of governor nominee in a new district. When clubs in existing district are recruited into a new district, the new district shall, if practical, select the governor nominee in advance of the effective date of the new district by the same procedure on the on behalf of the authority to set up an electoral and shall designate a governor from the by name once the new district becomes effective. In the district shall address the fourth district office a procedure of future election. inform ourselves that even this position, our president is sitting here. Our president is sitting here.
Okay. But for what you have read, we can publish it. Because it's not you that will decide what's practical.
If there's a new document, it will wait for application and the process.
As I read this, let me remind us once again that we have taken care of a scenario where we will borrow the meeting by saying that we will be represented at that meeting and with our votes, both from this law and from other laws. Now, but we are saying that one thing to precede the other, which is that there is no reason whatsoever for that meeting to go. This that we are looking at now, that I will read again, has been discussed between us and very senior knowledgeable judges, some of them lawyers. Are we getting it? It doesn't mean that they are better lawyers anyway, because some of us here should have been sent from how the country is. Now, it says when plots in existing districts are regrouped, that is 9110. When they are regrouped into new districts, that is 9111, 9112. The new district shall is practical. Select the district governor nominee in advance of the effective date of the new district by the same procedure used by those laws before the regrouping occurred. Practical. It says before July 1, when this district came into existence. That's why we need to patiently listen to ourselves. We have gone past that stage. Abby, now. The now goes further to say that, are we together? When this procedure is not practical, that is why we are not able to do what we want to do now before July 1. The board, that is Board of Rotary International, the president acting on his behalf shall authorize the ballot by mail and shall designate the governor, another district governor from another district, to conduct the ballot by mail. Once the new district becomes effective, are we together? Now we swear I want to address. Once the new district becomes effective, 9110 is now effective. The clause in the district shall adopt at the first district conference a procedure for future elections of the district governor nominee. They haven't left anything hanging. Thank you. Okay.
So can you summarize our
The
petition?
summary are as follows. Number one, we have built ourselves on this development. And we have come to the understanding that there is no reason for that meeting to have been called. However, because we cannot afford to stay out and complain about what we or will not happen there, we will send our electors to that meeting. The mandate for the electors are two. It could be both or either of the two, but they will follow the succession. The first is to state there that that meeting was absolutely not necessary. If it's for the purpose of tinkering with new ideas on the process, it was wait till conference. And on that note, we should stick to the old order for the emergence of the district nominee at this moment. If we do not succeed with doing that, we will participate in the decision to either adopt or not. And that is when we bring to bear all the strategies and mobilization that we said is already ongoing. And that should give us joy as a club. Then, one very important and sensitive issue, which we need to reiterate again. The council will for no reason want to shut other members who are not council meetings out when it comes to who the candidate is. But the first issue is that what happens on the 28th will show us in a clearer way who our best candidate should be. That's number one. Number two, even if we can predict who the best candidate will be, it is not in our interest to officially declare that on the floor of this floor, because it will give the opposite camps opportunity to strategize and work. Because how the game works is that if I'm a candidate, I must know who the candidates coming from other clubs. As I'm speaking to you, I have information about at least 90% information about what the other candidates are thinking forth in their nomination form. That is how important it is. And it's the same way they will be doing about me. They are doing the same way thing about Rotary, regardless of however it goes. So we are not taking anybody for granted. We are not saying that we are all not to be together, but we must understand why it has to be like that. Don't forget on the final note that the same way we have friends here, the same way we have friends in other clubs that may be sympathetic to our plight or our cause, is the same way we have people in other clubs that may use information that they get from here to work against us. If I get home this night and my cousin is a member of the club of Falomon and is an interested, it's God is an interested party. If I try not to leak information because I know in my servant's house, about what is spoken about.
Sorry, in addition, there's something practical. Now, let me be specific and I give an example.
My PJ, I now recognize you. Just
I'm sorry.
was I recognize?
Clarity to all this, why we do not want to disclose. Let me cite the time we presented doing deliberately realizing that, and we had something that would have given us an advantage, which was in position as executive chairman of the council. And that's clear 5 marks. And all the candidates don't have that. And 5 months, they had to go and bring up everyone who is not interested, but who profile to, but has actually and that's 5 marks. That's one. Without Ayetitu, there is an unwilling candidate, and that's our president did. He was not willing. They had to because of Ayetitu. In order, because they know that there is no other candidate. Remember that they know other candidates. Are we together? Do you now see? I deliberately mention names so that
Context. Thank you very much. So it's a game of politics, strategy, right? And we want to play it as well. We're not trying to hide anything, So we don't want to, because like I said, we have friends everywhere. People have called me, because I have friends across the district. So what's going on in your, say it's a matter for the council in my club. Because once that information goes out, this is the person that they are bringing up, they will adjust. And it is in our interest, but at this point, produce a district governor from our club. Like someone said, clubs with 10 years have already produced teaching, and we're a quality club in the district. So we want to deliberately beat them at the game and give them a joker wherever. So that's the position. Let me quickly take you. So we already know our position. Thank you for verifying it, and that's what's going to be. Rochelle Ariola, and then it's fundamental. Do you want my microphone or you want another microphone?
Fundamental information is that our Oyibo barrister, she has been raising her hand since. Please call her. Thank you.
I just called her before doing your fundamental. Rochelle Ariola. Let Rochelle Ariola. Is it fundamental? Rochelle Ariola, you can say yours is fundamental too.
Mine is also fundamental.
PhD.
I want to agree with the position of you have the right, you are the president to call anybody you like. If you like, you don't want to call anybody can be about it. So it's not to teach you your job as a leader.
However, she has already mentioned.
Is it fundamental? Okay.
This foundation was fundamental. Mine is very, very fundamental.
To me.
Now, the president is in charge of his meeting. Nobody should contradict him. We may even just go and whisper to him if we are desperately wanting to help him for an oversight. So, he may not call anybody. But at the same time, the president will not be acting in line with the spirit of country by deliberately and perpetually looking away from somebody who wants to talk. We need to balance it so that somebody does not go away with the impression that it's all of them minus me.
Thank you. No, let's hear it, John.
Thank you so much, my president. And the deliberations of our Agbanyuri Joko, we have learned a lot. Two things, one you have identified for me is that taking out of this place, you are not telling us who it is, but we are putting forth a candidate, right?
All right.
So I want to use, I don't know so much of Nigerian Rotary history, but I know Nigerian history. And I know that when we push things, I have bigger people here, we use narratives. Narrative are specific language that we use to condition the mind. Like when the government came with third-term agenda, it was 3 words. We spoke 30 pages. And when you hear the third-term agenda, it leaves something in your mind. So I want us to collapse what we are advancing as a narrative. For people who don't know the politics of the conversation, what get conversation and they're trying to give you, you have a narrative. That narrative is your standard answer. Me too, I don't know how to do it. If you give me the narrative, I will push it like I have more that job. That's one. I also want us to, yes, we are 20 years, we have never produced a DG, but can you sort of wetting our advertisement by telling us if we produce a DG, what does this add to the job? What does this add to us as individuals? You understand? So you wet appetite to encourage us more. I'm not saying we won't, but you create more of a picture. What would this, where's the position of this club when the DG for 1 year is with us? Thank you, my president.
Thank you very much. I'll answer one of your questions, and I believe the council members will corroborate that. Suggested position would be, as voted by DG adjusted, is our DG nomination is matter for the council. Like I said, people have asked me as well, and they're trying to know what our position is. I just defer to constitutionally the matter for the council. So that can be the narrative. What are
President Federal, the advantage, right? If you on the www.rotary.org, there's an aspect where you go take a course, 5 minutes sometimes, and they issue you with a certificate. One of those courses is talking about effective Rotary Club. Effective Rotary Club. 4 factors. 4 factors for an effective Rotary Club. I will not be using the teach. It's a minus for us. Because when the court says produce leaders. It's after answering that, I have a passionate appeal for you to take this at another time. My brother and friend, Dr. Olabi, I feel so bad when you ask Andrea to speak and you said you should take a particular mic. And I heard your vice president say
Thank you very much for that. At this point, I'd like to go for AOP. Do we have any AOP? AOP? We are like to very specially welcome Yeye Koiku. Can you please step forward? Rotarian Busari, kindly step forward. And Rotarian Bewa, kindly step forward. Please encourage them, encourage them. Isn't this lovely? Wonderful. Wonderful. And Rotarian, who wants to be kindly please step forward. Encourage them, encourage them. Isn't this lovely? Wow, 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 wow. Please take a picture of them. Let me join them.
Your group will be ready.
These are composure. I mean, these are not ordinary Rotarians, She will also be decorated. I hope it's Major Donald that is here. I'm not sure, but I will open it. It's for you. So do you want to celebrate yourself? I don't know how you gathered and decided. If you guys have a WhatsApp group, did you create another WhatsApp group? Okay, so I would like to very quickly call on KG Owolabi. KG Owolabi, can you join us here? This is lovely. Wow. They are going to help us decorate, or you will be okay as
That would be my pleasure.
yeah. I'm not sure what it's here, if it's major donor or if it is +6 or +7, but we'll find out when we open it.
By the power of this, oh, this is +6.
Wow.
But I've turned from blue to red. It's now turned from blue to red. When you see somebody wear this red, the person is actually getting very close to the major donor. And so it's my pleasure, not only nice, it's for us to aspire to be. He's not sure. Are you going to reverse it? Already he has claimed this one, no? Except one of you, the one that is even with 2 or 3.
Oh, you're not sure. That's for AJ. So are you saying she's not +6? It's not. It's not +6.
Are you ready to get to 6? Now. I am very, very sure that very soon, again, yes, the video, but I don't check. I know very well that October, he is a giver, and if he is a major donor, by extension, the wife becomes a major donor. So on that note, it's my pleasure to decorate my daughter, whom I gave out, so that she can encourage other families. You're welcome.
Thank you. So at this point, we come to the end of today's meeting. Can I ask someone, please, move a motion for the adjournment of this meeting? Rotarian Mercy moves, and President nominee. And for SA, let everybody just pick their mandatory, or if you are magnanimous, you can do much more. Okay. Seconded by Rotarian President nominated Masisi. So at exactly 10:38, I hereby bring this meeting to a close. Have a lovely day. Thank you, everyone.